Tanks fought the battles, but logistics sustained the war. This video documents every known Wehrmacht transport and supply vehicle of World War II, covering light utility cars, cargo trucks, tractors, motorcycles, armoured carriers and more. We start our list with light utility vehicles and passenger cars, PKW. Volkswagen Typ 82 Kübelwagen. This was the German equivalent of the Jeep. It proved incredibly reliable in every theatre from the desert to the frozen east. Volkswagen Type 166 Schwimmwagen. This clever amphibious car could cross rivers with ease. Its four-wheel drive made it a favourite for reconnaissance teams. Next, Volkswagen Type 87 Kommandeurswagen, a four-wheel drive Beetle designed for high-ranking officers. It could handle rough terrain that would stop a standard sedan. Stuhr M12. This was a light personnel carrier designed for the early war years. It featured complex four-wheel steering that was difficult to maintain in the field. Stuhr R200, a standard light car used for a variety of roles. It eventually gave way to simpler designs as the war dragged on. BMW 325. This was a standard light passenger car with four-wheel drive. Its high technical complexity often caused headaches for mechanics. Hanomag 20B. Another entry in the light personnel carrier category. It served primarily in the early stages of the conflict. Hawk 901, a very popular medium-sized staff car. It was known for its solid build and ability to carry several soldiers over rough ground. Wanderer 901. Similar in design to its cousins, this vehicle provided reliable transport for officers. It saw service on almost every front. Then, Horch 108. A heavy staff car that was often used as a command vehicle or light tractor. Its size made it quite imposing on the road. Ford Type EG. This heavy personnel carrier was built by the German branch of Ford. It served as a rugged platform for various specialized roles. Steyr 1500A. This Austrian-designed truck was highly praised for its air-cooled engine. It performed exceptionally well in the extreme heat of North Africa. Now this is the KRÄDER 69. Known for its distinctive sloped nose, this six-wheeler was used to tow light anti-tank guns. It was a very common sight in early panzer divisions. KRÄDER 70. This version was configured as a troop carrier. It could carry a full squad of soldiers along with their gear across rough terrain. KFZ 81, a specialized variant designed to carry light anti-aircraft guns. Its low profile made it easier to conceal in defensive positions. The next one, Mercedes-Benz 170-5. This was a common civilian car pressed into military service. It was used mainly for light courier duties and urban transport. Mercedes-Benz 320. A more powerful car, often seen carrying higher-ranking officers. It was sophisticated, but required regular maintenance to stay operational. Next, Mercedes-Benz 540K. This luxury car was reserved for the highest officials. Its supercharged engine made it one of the fastest vehicles on the road. Next, Mercedes-Benz 770. Known as the Grand Mercedes, this massive car was used for parades and state functions. It was often heavily armoured for protection. Opel Kadett. A small and simple civilian car used for basic transport. Its lightweight design made it efficient but vulnerable on the front lines. Up next, Opel Olympia. This compact car was one of the first to feature all-steel construction. It served as a reliable runabout for administrative personnel. Next, Opel Admiral, a luxury sedan used primarily by senior staff. It provided a level of comfort that was rare in the harsh conditions of war. Now this is the Opel Capitan. This modern-looking car was popular with officers. Many were seized from the civilian market to fill gaps in the motor pool. Adler 3GG, a rugged cross-country car used in the early years. It was phased out as more standardized models entered production. Now this is the Adler Diplomat. This large car was typically used by higher-level staff. Its heavy chassis made it a stable platform for long-distance travel. BMW 326, a stylish sedan that found a home in the logistics units. It was durable enough to handle the paved roads of occupied Europe. BMW 327. This was a sleek sports coupe used for fast transport. It was more about speed and prestige than off-road capability. BMW 335, a powerful car designed for the Autobahn. It served well as a high-speed courier vehicle between headquarters. Now this is the Maybach SW38, These were incredibly expensive and complex luxury cars. Only a few were used by the very highest echelons of the military. Next, Maybach SW42, another top-tier luxury vehicle used for official business. It represented the pinnacle of German automotive engineering at the time. Tatra 57, a small Czech car captured in large numbers. Its air-cooled engine made it surprisingly reliable in cold weather. Tatra 87. This aerodynamic car was famous for its high speed and rear-mounted engine. Many German officers enjoyed using it on the open road. Moving on to light and medium cargo trucks, LKW. Opel Blitz 1.0T, the smallest of the famous Blitz line of trucks. It was perfect for light delivery and local logistics. Opel Blitz 1.5T, a medium-weight truck that saw extensive use. It was a common sight in supply columns across Europe. Opel Blitz 3.636S. This rear-wheel drive variant was the standard cargo hauler. Thousands were produced to keep the army moving. Opel Blitz 3.6 6700A. This was the four-wheel drive version of the famous truck. It was essential for navigating the muddy roads of the Eastern Front. Now this is the Mercedes-Benz L1500S, a light commercial truck adapted for military use. It was often used for light transport and firefighting duties. Mercedes-Benz L1500A, the four-wheel drive version of the light Mercedes truck. It provided better off-road performance for frontline units. Then, Mercedes-Benz L3000, a reliable 3-ton truck that competed with the Opel Blitz. It was used for everything from carrying troops to hauling supplies. Next, Ford 3000S. This truck was manufactured by the German branch of Ford. It was a rugged and powerful machine that served on all fronts. Ford G917T, an earlier Ford design used during the first half of the war. It was gradually replaced by more modern versions. Borgward B3000, a strong and capable 3-ton truck. It was one of the many designs used to fill the massive need for transport. Magirus S330. This truck was known for its durability. It served in various roles, including as a mobile workshop and fuel tanker. Magirus A3000, the all-wheel drive version of the Magirus truck. It was highly valued for its ability to push through difficult terrain. MAN E3000, a standard 3-ton cargo truck. Like many others, it was built to meet the military's strict requirements for logistics. Bussing NAG 500, a heavy-duty truck used for serious hauling. It was often seen pulling large trailers filled with ammunition. Phänomen Granit 25H, a light truck often used as an ambulance. Its soft suspension made it better for transporting wounded soldiers. Then, Phänomen Granit 1500S, a more powerful version of the light truck. It was versatile and used for a wide range of utility tasks. Phänomen Granit 1500A, the all-wheel drive variant for cross-country use. It was particularly useful in the trackless forests of the East. Steyr 640, a 6-wheeled truck that offered excellent mobility. It was often used as a radio car or light troop transport. The next one, Škoda 256, a Czech-built truck used in significant numbers. It was a sturdy machine that helped supplement German production. Now let's look at heavy cargo trucks, LKW. Mercedes-Benz L4500S, a heavy 4.5-ton truck. It was built to carry large loads over long distances on improved roads. Mercedes-Benz L6500, one of the largest trucks in the fleet. It was used for heavy logistics and moving massive amounts of supplies. MAN ML 4500, a powerful, heavy truck designed for rugged service. It played a vital role in keeping the heavy divisions supplied. Next, Bussing NAG 4500S, a standard heavy cargo hauler. Its robust design allowed it to endure the punishing conditions of the front. Henschel 33D1, a classic 6-wheeled truck from the early war period. It was known for its distinctive appearance and solid reliability. Henschel 6J38, a heavy-duty truck used for specialized transport. It was one of the many industrial workhorses of the logistics corps. Krupp L3H63, a heavy 6-wheeled truck used for hauling and as a platform for specialized equipment. It was a high-quality but expensive machine. Krupp L3H163, an improved version of the heavy 6-wheeler. It served throughout the middle years of the conflict in many different roles. Now this is the Krupp LD 6.5, a very heavy truck used for moving the largest loads. Its size and power were necessary for transporting tanks and heavy machinery. WW2 LR, a massive heavy truck, often used as a platform for heavy anti-aircraft guns. It was a true giant on the road. Now this is the Tatra 111, a powerful Czech heavy truck with an air-cooled engine. It was so successful that production continued long after the war. Tatra 81, another heavy Czech design utilized by the military. It was valued for its ruggedness and ability to operate in extreme cold. Then, Skoda 606, a heavy cargo truck captured and used for logistics. It helped fill the gaps in the overstretched German transport system. Next on the list is half-tracks, ZUGKRAFTWAGEN, Sd.Kfz 2 Kettenrad. This unique Sd.Kfz half-track motorcycle was designed for paratroopers. It could navigate narrow trails and tow light loads with ease. Sd.Kfz 3A Opel Blitz. This was an Opel truck modified with tank tracks. It was created to solve the problem of deep mud on the Eastern Front. The next one, Sd.Kfz 3B Ford Blitz. Similar to the Opel version, this used a Ford truck chassis. It provided much better mobility in the autumn and spring mud. Sd.Kfz 3C Magirus Blitz, the Magirus version of the half-track truck. These conversions were vital for keeping the army supplied in Russia. Then, Sd.Kfz 6, a medium 5-ton vehicle used for towing artillery. It could also carry a small crew of soldiers in the back. Sd.Kfz 8, a heavy 12-ton vehicle used for towing the heaviest artillery pieces. It was a massive vehicle with incredible pulling power. Sd.Kfz 9 FAMO, the largest vehicle in the army, weighing 18 tons. It was the only vehicle capable of recovering heavy tanks from the battlefield. Sd.Kfz 10, a light 1-ton vehicle used for towing light anti-tank guns. It was fast, agile, and used in huge numbers. Sd.Kfz 11, a 3-ton vehicle designed to tow medium artillery. It was a reliable workhorse for the motorized infantry divisions. Schwere Wehrmacht Schlepper. This heavy tractor, also known as the SWS, was intended to replace several older half-track designs. It was simpler to build. Next on the list is fully tracked tractors and cargo vehicles. Raupenschlepper Ost RSO-01, a fully tracked tractor designed specifically for the mud of the East. The RSO-01 was slow but could go anywhere. Raupenschlepper Ost RSO-02. This updated version of the RSO tracked tractor featured a more streamlined cab. It served as a vital supply vehicle for frontline units. Raupenschlepper Ost RSO-03, a late-war RSO version featuring a simpler cab design. It was produced in large numbers to help moving supplies and guns, continuing with heavy-wheeled tractors. Radschlepper Ost Porsche Type 175, a giant wheeled tractor designed by Ferdinand Porsche. It proved to be unsuccessful in the deep mud it was meant to conquer. Hanomag SS 100, a powerful, heavy tractor used for hauling trailers and aircraft. It was a common sight at airfields and logistics hubs. Next, Cable Z6V2A, a heavy road tractor used for transporting oversized loads. It was often used by the engineering corps for heavy projects. Lanz Bulldog. This simple and rugged farm tractor was often pressed into military service. It could run on almost any type of low-quality fuel. Moving on to motorcycles. KRÄDER. BMW R12, a common heavy motorcycle often fitted with a sidecar. It was used for everything from reconnaissance to courier missions. Next, BMW R35, a lighter motorcycle used primarily for training and urban messenger duties. It was reliable but lacked the power for heavy frontline use. BMW R71. This was a heavy motorcycle designed for sidecar use. Its design was so successful it was copied by several other nations. BMW R75. Purpose-built for the military, this motorcycle featured a driven sidecar wheel. It had incredible off-road capability for a bike. Zundap KS600, a fast and powerful motorcycle used for rapid transport. It was often seen in motorcycle infantry units early in the war. Zundap K800. This featured a unique 4-cylinder engine. While very smooth, it was complex and eventually replaced by simpler designs. Zundap KS750. Like its BMW rival, this was a heavy military motorcycle with a driven sidecar. It was one of the best off-road bikes of the era. DKW NZ350, a medium motorcycle that was very popular due to its simplicity. It was used extensively by military police and couriers. Up next, DKW RT125, a light and nimble motorcycle used for short-range communications. Its design influenced many post-war motorcycles around the world. NSU OSL 251, a light bike used for basic transport needs. It was easy to maintain and very fuel efficient. NSU OSL 601, a heavier and more powerful motorcycle. It was used by various units for rapid movement and dispatch riding. Next, Victoria Bergmeister, a stylish and capable motorcycle used in smaller numbers. It was part of the wide variety of bikes used by the military. The next one, Triumph BD 250, a light motorcycle produced by the German branch of Triumph. It served as a standard courier vehicle. Puch 350 GS, an Austrian motorcycle used for cross-country travel. It was rugged enough to handle the rough trails of the mountainous fronts. Next up, armored ammunition carriers and logistics. Sd.Kfz 252, a specialized light Sd.Kfz half-track used for carrying ammunition to tanks. Its low profile helped it survive near the front lines. Munition Schlepper 1, Sd.Kfz 111, an ammunition carrier built on the chassis of an obsolete light tank. It provided armored protection for supply crews. Up next, Munitions Schlepper 38. This vehicle used the reliable 38T tank chassis to haul ammunition. It was an effective way to reuse older tank designs. Borgward VK 3.01, a small tracked ammunition carrier that was light and fast. It was designed to keep up with the fast-moving panzer units. Borgward VK 3.02, an improved version of the small tracked carrier. It helped solve the problem of getting supplies through heavy fire. Sd.Kfz 2514. This medium Sd.Kfz half-track was configured to tow light infantry guns. It also carried the ammunition and the gun crew. Next on the list is armored recovery vehicles. BERGEPANZER. BERGEPANZER 3. A recovery vehicle based on the Panzer III chassis. It was used to pull damaged tanks back for repairs. Next, BERGEPANZER 4. This recovery tank used the Panzer IV chassis. It was more powerful and capable of handling heavier recovery tasks. Up next, BERGEPANZER 38, a light recovery vehicle based on the 38T chassis. It was small but very effective for recovering light vehicles. BERGEPANZER Panther Sd.Kfz 119. This Sd.Kfz 119 was the most capable recovery vehicle. It was essential for moving the massive Panther tanks. BERGEPANZER Tiger, a very heavy recovery vehicle built on a Tiger tank chassis. Only a few were made to handle the heaviest battlefield tasks. Next, BERGEPANZER Elephant. This massive recovery vehicle was built from the hulls of unused heavy tank destroyers. It was incredibly powerful, but slow. Next up, amphibious logistics. Triple SG6, a versatile amphibious car used for river crossings. It allowed reconnaissance units to keep moving without waiting for bridges. Landwasserschlepper, a large amphibious tractor known as the LWS. It could move from water to land with its large tracks. Then, Panzerfähre, an armored ferry designed to carry tanks across rivers. It worked in pairs to create a floating platform for heavy vehicles. Finishing off with captured foreign logistics vehicles, BEUTEFAHRZEUGE, Renault AHN, a French-built truck captured and used in large numbers. Its cab-forward design made it look very modern for the time. Renault AGC, a medium French truck utilized by the occupation forces. It helped ease the shortage of German-produced vehicles. Peugeot 202. This small French car was often used for staff duties. Its distinctive, streamlined look made it easy to recognize. Citroën U23, a reliable French truck that saw heavy use in the German army. It was simple, durable, and easy to maintain. Citroën Type 45, a large French truck used for heavy hauling. Many were taken from the French army and civilian market. The next one, Lafley 515, a smaller French scout car used by the military. Its unique wheel layout allowed it to navigate very rough terrain. Renault UE Chenillette, a tiny French tracked carrier used for hauling supplies. It was often modified with machine guns or rockets. Lorraine 37L, a French tracked supply vehicle that was highly valued. Its chassis was also used as a base for many self-propelled guns. Unic P107, a French half-track used for towing artillery. It was a reliable machine that served well alongside German designs. Next, Saumur MCG, a heavy French half-track designed for towing large guns. It was powerful and provided good mobility in soft ground. Fiat 626, an Italian truck with a modern cab design. It was one of the most common Italian vehicles used by German units. Up next, Lancia 3-row, a heavy and very reliable Italian truck. It was famous for its ability to operate in the harsh conditions of the desert. Spa TL37, a unique SPA Italian tractor with four-wheel steering. It was highly mobile and used for towing light artillery. Spa TM40, an Italian SPA heavy tractor used for hauling large loads. It was a robust machine that served well in the Mediterranean theatre. Alfa Romeo 800, a heavy Italian truck often used for long-distance transport. It was powerful and well-liked by its drivers. OM Taurus. This OM Italian truck was known for being tough and easy to fix. It served in many different roles across the southern fronts. ZIS-5, a captured Soviet Z1S truck that was simple and incredibly rugged. It was highly valued for its ability to survive the brutal winter. The next one, ZIS-6, the six-wheeled version of the Soviet Z1S truck. It offered better off-road performance and was used for heavy loads. The next one, GAZ-AA, a Soviet GAZ-built version of the Ford truck. These were captured in huge numbers and used to bolster logistics. GAZ-AAA, the six-wheeled version of the Soviet GAZ truck. It was a common sight in the rear areas of the Eastern Front. YAG-10, a massive Soviet heavy truck designated YAG-10. It was used for moving the largest supplies and equipment in occupied territories. T-20 Komsomolets, a small Soviet armored tractor used for towing light guns. It was a favorite prize for German infantry units. Up next, Bedford OY, a British truck captured during the early campaigns. It was a solid performer and often used until it ran out of spare parts. Bedford QL, an iconic British four-wheel drive truck. German units often utilised these after the fall of France or in North Africa. Austin K2. This British truck was often used as an ambulance. Its sturdy construction made it reliable for carrying the wounded. The next one, Morris CS8, a light British truck used for general transport. It was a common sight in captured motor pools after 1940. AEC Matador, a powerful British AEC artillery tractor. Its excellent off-road capability made it a highly prized capture. Chevrolet CMP, a Canadian-built CMP truck with a very distinctive cab. These were often captured in North Africa and used by the Africa Corps. Ford CMP. Similar to the Chevrolet version, this Canadian CMP truck was rugged and powerful. It was a valuable addition to any unit. The next one, Studebaker US6. Many of these American trucks were captured from the Soviets. They were much better than most Soviet designs and very reliable.